Prep 2. Now we'll continue Unit 3, Lesson 2, Reproduction in Humans. Okay, and as we said before, that reproduction process is a process that aims for only one thing, which is producing a new living organisms to ensure the continuity of a specific species. Okay, reproduction process, as we said before, it's a biological process that ensures the existence of living organisms by producing new individuals. Okay, in humans, we can only reproduce sexually through male and female organs. The male reproductive system, it consists of, first part is the two testes, two elliptical testes that are found in a sac outside the body, is known as a scrotum, that keeps the temperature of them 2 Celsius degrees below the body temperature. For example, if the body temperature is 37, they must be at 35. Okay? The function of the two testes is to produce sperms, which is the male cell. Number 2, to secrete testosterone hormone that is responsible for the appearance of the secondary sex characters like face hair, like armpit hair, like pubic hair, like muscles, okay, the presence of muscles at a specific age, and many other characters. The male reproductive system, the second part is called vas deferens, which is a transferring tube that emerges from the epididymis found at the testis. Okay, and they have two functions, which are epididymis stores the sperms for a specific period, and the vas deferens transfers the sperms from testis to the urinary genital opening found inside the penis. 3. Genital associated glands. There are some glands that have a very important function. The 2 seminal vesicles and prostate glands and 2 Cooper's glands. Okay, what is the function of these glands? They secrete alkaline fluid on the sperms to form something called seminal fluid. Seminal fluid is a fluid that contains nutrients for the sperms to grow up and to move easily, and also it helps in flowing of the sperms and also to neutralize the acidity of urethra. Urethra is the tube that found inside the penis. 2 fluids move through the urethra, which are urine from the urinary bladder and seminal fluid. The urine is an acidic fluid, and the high acidity may kill the sperms. So these glands produce an alkaline solution to neutralize the acidity so the sperms can move easily and safely through the urethra to outside the body. Number 4, penis. It's a sponge-like tissue in which the urethra passes and ends in urinary genital opening. Urinary because urine moves through it, and genital because seminal fluid moves through it as well. The function, the urine and semen pass outside the body through it, as we said. The second part of our lesson is the female reproductive system. It consists of 2 ovaries found here, and they have the size of an peeled almond, okay, small size, and they are located at the lower part of abdominal cavity. Okay, the function of the 2 ovaries is, number 1, they produce ova every 28 days in exchange. What's meant by in exchange? For example, if this ovary produced 1 ova, 28 days and this one will produce another one, and 28 days and this one will reproduce another one. Okay, and they also secrete 2 very important hormones, which are estrogen and progesterone. Okay, estrogen is responsible for the secondary sex characters in females, and the progesterone is related to the pregnancy or the endometrium layer. It helps in increasing the layer of the uterus, okay, to receive the fertilized ovum to form a baby. Number 2, the 2 fallopian tubes that can catch the ovules produced by ovary. Okay, they are 2 tubes of funnel shape opening, funnel shape like this. Okay, 2 tubes, and they end with the funnel shape opening, and the ovary is right here. Okay, just to catch the ovules produced by ovary. Okay, they are provided with projections. The inner walls is lined with cilia. Why the inner walls has a cilia? To push the ova or fertilized ova to the uterus. Okay, the function, they receive the ripe ovum and direct it towards uterus by using cilia and by contractions and relaxation of the tube wall. By contractions and relaxation of the tube wall, they can push the produced ova to the uterus. Point number 3, the uterus, hollow pear-shaped organ, has a muscular wall that expands during pregnancy, okay, to fit the size of the baby. Function, it protects fetus, which means a forming baby, still it's not completely formed, until birth. It gives the nutrients to the fetus through umbilical cord by placenta. Number 4, the vagina, a muscular tube that expands during labor. It's found outside the body, and it expands to help in producing the baby during delivery or labor. The male cell and female cell. The structure of male cell, it's called sperm, and it's composed of 3 main parts, which are head, which contains the nucleus that contains the genetic material from the male parent, midpiece that contains the energy source, okay, and the tail for mobility and movement. 3 parts, okay. The ovum, the female cell, it's larger than sperm, okay, consists of 3 parts, which are nucleus in the center, cytoplasm, the liquid surrounding the nucleus, and the cell membrane outside. The function, the nucleus has the genetic material, the cytoplasm contains the stored food for nutrition, and the cellular membrane surrounds the cell outside. Fertilization process, how it occurs, it's the fusion between male cell, which is called sperm, as we showed, and female cell, that is called ovum, to form zygote, the first cell of the new baby. Okay, that will undergo several cell divisions, forming the embryo. Function, the nucleus has the genetic material and cytoplasm contains stored food, as we said before, and cellular membrane surrounded the cell outside. The genital system diseases. Without sexual contact, puerperal sepsis is common disease that can be carried by droplets of an infected person, and its incubation period, and the incubation means the period between being infected and the appearance of symptoms. The incubation period is from 1 to 4 days. Okay, from 1 to 4 days, symptoms will appear on the infected person. The symptoms are fever, pale face, shivering, severe pain, bottom of the stomach. The protection, number 1, sterilization of the medical surgical tools used during pregnancy, giving birth or labor. Wearing masks while visiting the mother. Due to sexual contact, we have syphilis, which is carried by a person due to sexual contact with the infected person. If there is a sexual contact between 2 persons, one of them is infected, the incubation period is from 2 to 3 weeks. And the symptoms are, number 1, non-painful ulcer on the tip of the reproductive organs at male or female, okay? Dark bronze rash on the back, lips, and on the hand. Number 3, tumors in different parts of the body, and he will mostly be dead by this symptom. The protection from syphilis, number 1, people avoid illegal sexual connection. Number 2, avoid public bathrooms. Number 3, avoid contact from any type with the infected person. The last part in our lesson, the effect of smoking and addiction. Number 1, decreases the formation of the male hormone and female hormone. Number 2, it leads to the death of embryos and the newborn. Number 3, the intake of drugs causes the deformation or abnormal births. Thank you for watching.